JWilli, that green Sheik, keep your eye on him, in my opinion. That's somebody who you won't get to see play at this level very often unless it's in teams.
All right, so I'm going to assume that HiFi as the green team, you know, the attack's kind of a giveaway. Or we're being trolled in rose-colored boy. I'm kidding. So, you know, JWilli and HiFi have quite the start going.
Yeah, they started off strong. They wanted to put it on him, it looks like, and so far so good.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine based on the names, if you're Junebug and Rose-Colored Boy, and you don't really pay attention out of region, you might be like, who are these guys?
I believe that both these guys may be at least familiar with HiFi, maybe Jack as well. I know they attended one of our larger, I know at least Junebug attended Entry Ultra. I'm not sure about RCB. I know that Junebug has played these guys a little bit, but not to the extent I'm not sure.
Okay.
Because, you know, Richmond and North Carolina, we're not that far apart. So if we ever have a big tournament worth coming to, it's always nice to have those guys come out, and we try to come to all the big events up here. So there's bound to be some crossover eventually.
Yeah, some epic crossover potential there.
HiFi losing his first stock. Jack Williams still putting it on that Sheik and tanking and doing a lot of work too. Gets saved by HiFi.
So I thought that HiFi was just like a play on like Wi-Fi, but then the more I think about it, maybe it stands for high functioning.
I don't know.
Or something.
You should. I've actually, you know, I've talked to Graham a lot, and I've even interviewed him once. I never asked him about the origin of his tag or why his name is HiFi.
Because he's got some big brain stuff going there. And that was an interesting turn of events. Yeah,
RCB hitting a great rest there, potentially evening things up. And the red team really needed it. But as we saw in the last team set that we watched these guys play, they are clutch. When the going gets tough, they get going. They get going real in a big way. Nice back air there from HiFi. I thought dash attack was a really interesting choice too, but it looks like it did exactly what he wanted to do. Pushed him forward.
And that's the strength of Puff, that offstage pressure, unlike most characters, of really any character in the game, can just jump way into the blast zone and play hitboxes out and safely recover.
Jack, I thought he was just going to let himself die there instead of changing into Zelda, but he does not. Tries to get back, but comes up short. Junebug in a lot of trouble here. Let's see if he can get back.
Junebug's in danger. Rinse and repeat.
Oh, he went the reverse way, which saved him, actually.
Yeah, fortunate if you're a June, but, you know, he's on his last legs here. All right, if they want to make something happen, they could guilt. Oh, and that is an insane turnaround.
JWilli and HiFi up big stocks and low percents versus Rose Colored Boy here, and probably going to be cruising into taking this first game.
Yeah.
Jack Williams, not a full-time Melee player, also has a Twitch stream in which you can catch him playing some insane card games. He's very, very good at Hearthstone. Poker as well. He's an accomplished poker player.
All right, interesting. Fun little facts there.
Just something to keep you entertained during this Puff 2v1.
Just a little bit slow there. This would probably be one of the most clutch comebacks I've ever seen if it was happening. And there's the grab. Huh.
HiFi just a little too close.
Yeah, all right, so he takes a stock. I think he thought he would jump over him and rest, but he didn't. There's a bit of a miscue there.
And Jack and HiFi already talking. JWilli and HiFi already communicating in a big way, and we see the same thing across the table from Junebug and the artist formerly known as Aglet. These are definitely two teams that, you know, you might not be familiar with HiFi and Jack Williams, JWilli, but they have the communication of one of those teams. And JWilli is definitely somebody who thinks about teams the way a high-level person would in my mind.
Well, we got something went wrong there. All right, so false start. You know, somebody went before the whistle.
Yep, it's a flag on the play.
And somebody get the ref. All right.
All right, game 2. HiFi and JWilli going up against 2 of MDVA's favorite sons, Junebug and Rose Colored Boy.
Yeah, I'd say so. Junebug, interesting, like once known purely for his results in a PM tournament world, crossed over into Melee
in a big way.
And was like, hey, I got skills, man.
And he's pretty much been teaming with Rose Colored Boy the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember, you know, there was a Dolls Fest that I went to, and he had entered Melee doubles and singles, and I was like, wow, Junebug's playing Melee now. So it was like very early on to where I didn't even know about it. And sure enough, he was teaming with Aglet / Rose Colored Boy at that tournament. So they've been together quite a while.
Yeah, it's always good to see like people who have talent like come over to Melee, even from games that are basically like built to be like Melee. We've had that story happen a couple times.
I feel like Lint is the same deal. Lint God, I believe he started in PM as well and transitioned to Melee, and you know, one of the best guys in Connecticut now.
Yeah, it's still happening now. And then some people who started in like, I don't know, the other platform Melee-ish games. Some people started in Brawl Out. Some people who started in Brawlhalla.
I started in Brawl.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden you see them hitting the buttons, and you're like, wow. Even some people from Slap City and other games like that are like, you know, you might as well just give Melee a shot if you're playing a game that's kind of like
the best platform fighter that's not a Smash game is definitely Stick Fight the game. Have you ever played it?
I've never played it.
Dude, it's so sick. It slaps.
I see what you
as the
there.
kids say.
It slaps. I'll have to check that out. Anyway, this game's pretty tight.
Yeah, I mean, Junebug and Rose Colored Boy are playing way more defensively than they were in the last game, especially Junebug Sheik, and it is helping them. But the game is still being contested highly by JWilli and HiFi.
I don't think they were ready for the change up defensively, and suddenly these aggressive options have turned into a lot of push pull, kind of poking at them, and it seems to be throwing them off.
Oh, JWilli with the light shield there. I'm pretty sure that saved him from getting up smashed.
Yeah, that was a 500 IQ play.
Oh, HiFi coming in for the save. Oh, HiFi saved him again.
Wow. And
HiFi doing some serious work with this low percent stock here. Almost got the ledge from Junebug again.
It was a close game, close stocks, close everything.
JWilli and Junebug going into a fair war here. Oh man, HiFi is doing work with this stock. He's taking almost no damage. And he's done so much for Jack already.
Yeah.
Wow, JWilli with a super delayed nair, but
good save
Rose
right
Colored
there.
Boy saves him. Oh, but he
Nobody
can't
asked
save himself.
D's.
Ran out of jumps, tried to use the air dodge to get back on the stage, but didn't get any vertical momentum.
That's unfortunate, because that was the right move, right? Saving your partner, but then he dies, and it's like, that could be a crucial swing.
Yeah, I didn't see the percent that Rose Colored Boy was at, but I definitely don't think it was as high as 120, like, you know.
No, not
June
at
was.
all.
I mean, it seems like, you know, on surface level, you're saving your teammate, but what you're really doing is you're saying, like, I'm going to need that stock later.
Yeah,
Rose Colored Boy with a rest, putting him back in it. Now Jack's down 2. It is all tied up here with 3 minutes and 55 seconds to go on Dreamland.
Yeah.
Very, very different game from the first game.
Yeah, I like the almost miniature bait that Junebug employed there. Like, instead of waking up Puff, he's like, hey, there's a sleeping Puff. Go attack her. And then he's back here.
There's the rest from HiFi. Now we're talking. Now we're talking.
Oh my God.
HiFi and JWilli in the same lead they had earlier, this time on the other player. This would be a huge win for NC.
Yeah, this would be a legitimate upset.
Oh, HiFi tries to get to the ledge. He can't. Oh! They're playing a little crazy here. HiFi gets the rest. JWilli and HiFi taking out Rose Color Boy and Aglet. That is a huge upset for most people.